Hi, thanks for using my court coach. I'm Sarah, and I'll be your instructor as we talk about the Civil Subpoena Ducis Tecum for personal appearance and production of documents, electronically stored information, and things at trial or hearing and declaration, also known as Form SUBP-002. As with all our court forms, you want to start off by filling in your identifying case caption information at the top. You would use this form if you wanted to secure the appearance of a witness at a trial or hearing in your matter, and you also wanted them to bring certain documents and information with them. There is also a way to have those documents and information produced in advance of the hearing, and we will go through that as well. To start off with, you want to list the name, address, and telephone number of the witness if you know it. And then below that, you're going to list the date, time, department, and address of where the hearing or trial will be taking place. Keep in mind that this form does need to be served on the witness at least 20 calendar days prior to the trial or hearing in the matter. Next, you're going to mark whether you want them to personally appear and bring the requested documents and information with them, or if you don't care if they appear in person and are just requesting that the documents and information be produced in advance of this hearing or trial, in which case you would mark 3B. Next, you're going to list your name as the subpoenaing party below, and then your telephone number if the witness has any questions they can contact you at. And then finally, fill in your name and sign and date this first page. The next page is where you have to explain what documents you're requesting and why. So you can either attach a statement to this, or in which case you would mark the box that says that you are explaining that in the attached affidavit, or you can mark the box that says the following declaration, which requires you to fill out the information below. So first, you're going to mark the box that identifies your role to the case. And next, in item 2, you're going to specify what documents, information, and things you are requesting be produced. If this is not enough space for you, you can always attach a sheet of paper to this and just mark the box that says continued on attachment 2. In line 3, you need to explain why there is good cause for the production of documents. In other words, why you're requesting these, why are they pertinent? And that is, if that is not enough space, you can always attach a sheet of paper and mark the box that says continued on attachment 3. And finally, in line 4, and this is kind of related to item number 3, you need to explain why the requested documents are material to the issues at hand. And again, these reasons might overlap, but I understand material to also mean relevant. So you need to explain their relevance to the subject matter at hand. Again, if this is not enough space, you can attach a sheet of paper to this and just mark the box that says continued on attachment 4. And then again, you're going to print your name at the bottom and mark the box that says subpoenaing attorney or party and date and sign. The third page is going to be our proof of service. This is a form that does need to be personally served on the witness. So your process server will need to fill in page 3. They need to be a party over the age of 18 and not a party to the case. They will fill in the name of the person served, the address where it was served, date and time of delivery, if any witness fees were offered or demanded, and what that amount is. And then if they received a fee for the service, they would list that in 1F. Then they're going to, in item 2, state the date that they received this subpoena for service on. Item 3, they're going to list what kind of process server they are. If it's a family member or a friend, they can just mark box 3A. If it's a California sheriff or marshal, they can mark box 3B. If it's a registered California process server, that's usually someone you have to pay, they would mark 3C, or 3D if they are an employee or independent contractor of a process server. 3E is for attorneys to mark. 3F, if it's a registered professional photocopier, they would mark that box. And 3G is if it's a government employee who's doing the service under his duties. And then finally, have your process server fill in their name, address, telephone number, and if applicable, county registration and number. And then they would want to sign and date at the bottom. And if it's a sheriff or marshal, sign and date on the bottom right. And this form is complete. I hope you found this helpful. Good luck.